What's up, travelers? There's a moment we all face when chasing our dreams, when the excitement begins to feel heavy. What started as passion turns into pressure. We're grinding, hustling, pouring our hearts into the work. But somewhere along the way, we start to feel tired, burned out. And it's confusing because these are the very dreams we prayed for, the ones we've been chasing. Today's reflection is about burnout and how to balance. Today's reflection is about burnout and how to balance it while keeping your goals and dreams alive. Burnout isn't just being tired. Tired means you need sleep, but burnout means you've been running on empty for so long that your soul feels drained. It sneaks in quietly. You're still showing up, still doing the work, but your creativity feels dull. Your joy feels distant, and your body is begging you to slow down. Burnout doesn't always come from doing something you hate. It often comes from doing something that you love, without boundaries, to be honest. We live in a culture where it says if you're not grinding, you're not growing. But the truth is, growing happens in the balance. Seeds don't sprout because they're consistently pushed. They sprout because they're given sunlight, water, and rest. Chasing your dreams is a good thing. But if chasing them leaves you empty, then you won't be able to sustain the journey. Dreams require energy, a lot of energy. And that means protecting yourself from burnout, if not laziness or procrastination. It's strategy. Maybe you've been noticing you feel guilty for resting. You feel the joy you once had for your craft feels a little bit more like an obligation now. You're irritable or unmotivated, even when opportunities come your way. Your body is giving you signals: fatigue, headache, and the lack of focus. That's not weakness. That's your system waving a red flag, asking you to pause before it breaks down. Balance doesn't mean slowing down forever either. It means pacing yourself so you can finish the race and still be solid. Here are some reflections to ground yourself. Refine your productivity. Not every hour has to be filled. Rest is productive as well. Silence is productive. Play is productive. Protect your why. Remember why you started. Your dream wasn't about endless hustle. It was about creating, building, or living with purpose. Remember that purpose. Remember your why. Set a rhythm, not a rigid schedule. Instead of cramming, create rhythms. Work hard, then allow yourself guilt-free rest sessions. Like back in the day when we used to study in school, we would have lifesavers, and every couple paragraphs we would have a lifesaver. You could find your lifesaver, whether that's video games or music or TV. If you want to watch your favorite Bachelor episode, put half of it on, watch half of it, and then get back to work, and then reward yourself with the other half. Be honest with yourself. Sometimes burnout reveals we're carrying too much. What can you release? What can wait? Maybe you have a list of things that, in order if sequentially listed, could let you know what's most important to what's the least important. Maybe it's important for you to focus on the most important parts now and come back to the least important parts. Or vice versa. Maybe this is your downtime and you could focus on the least important parts that aren't as stressful and then go back to the most important parts. Something I learned early is called eat the frog. It's where you do the hardest thing first. You pretty much as soon as you get up in the morning, you eat the frog. You do the hardest, most challenging thing, so then the rest of your day feels just like a cakewalk. Celebrate your small wins. Burnout comes from chasing the big picture without appreciating the steps along the way. We've talked about this before. You have to learn to love the journey more than you love experiencing the end result when it comes. When you hit the end result, you should be seeking to find your next journey. Dreams take time. You have to remember this. Pressure makes diamonds, yes, but too much pressure will break stones. The goal isn't just to shine for a moment, it's to shine for a lifetime. And it's important that you remember that. There's a reason why they say not everything that glitters is gold, but everything that is gold is most certainly gold. That's stupid, but it makes sense. You know, AU, if it's AU, it's gold. So if you're feeling burnout creeping in, don't see it as failure. See it as your soul inviting you to recalibrate. Take some steps back, breathe, and know this: the dream is still alive. You just need to care for the dreamer. That's you. As you reflect this week, ask yourself, am I nurturing my dream or am I strangling it with pressure? The balance you create today will be the reason your goals not only survive, but thrive. God bless, travelers, and remember to always reflect.